Good morning, everybody. What's up? I am running late, as is tradition. Started 9 minutes ago. These guys are... Wait. No, we're not in game 2. Don't you do me like this. Alright, let me set up the scoreboard here. Alrighty, good morning, everybody. Here in the Midweek Madness semifinals. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to cast most of this. Also, I'm not going to be here this weekend because I'm visiting some friends. So this is actually the last stream I'm going to be able to do until Monday. Oh wait, no, I can stream tomorrow too. What am I talking about? Okay, so I'll stream tomorrow too. Viper is going to be in the yellow as the Ketons to the west of the map. And Barley Boy is going to be in the purple as the Burgundians to the southeast. So, Barles getting the correct color for Burgundians. Yeah, Ketons on Arena are a bit strange. They're not bad. But are they Burgundians level good? That feels a bit more dubious. Anyway, Pikeman here, Light Cav as well. Both players have 4 kills in total, but Viper investing very heavily into Army. No second TC for him. He is going very aggressive. Barles is adding in the 3rd TC. Now, Barles knows that Viper is wanting to play this aggressively. I mean, all the light cav, forging upgrade, the fire lancers. I mean, this is a heavy, heavy bit of investment here. And yet, he's still going for the 3 TCs. He's starting to find a little bit of stone. Viper just with 1 extra kill there, avoids the conversion. Well done. Husbandry coming in. Okay, so Viper is adding in the 2nd TC. I mean, Viper's done a great job of asserting map control, but as good as the Keton eco is, Burgundian eco should still be better.
Bonjour.
Yeah, Burgundians still should have a better eco than Ketons, generally speaking. At least on the closed map. On open maps, when you're not able to get all the eco upgrades as quickly as you'd like, then it's probably a bit different. Anyway, Viper will be able to get probably 5 relics. But that is not likely going to be enough to make up for the fact that his opponent is happily churning away on 3 TCs. Both players grabbing Wheelbarrow. 3rd TC is coming in here from Viper, but he is 12 villagers behind at the moment. And that is not insignificant. I mean, 5 relics can cut that down to 6 vills, but... I do worry that the Keton late game is going to struggle a fair bit here. They don't deal with gunpowder especially well. I mean, Viper's gonna really need to leverage the power of the Camel Treb. Likely gonna need to play Ketons as more of an infantry civ. Probably want, like, Liao Dao and Cav Archers? I don't know. Definitely want Liao Dao. You definitely want the Mounted Trebuchets. I'm not sure what else you want to go for here. Probably Cav Archers. And that's going to be expensive and slow to get going. got him. Nicely done. All right, University coming in. And you can see that Barles really hasn't given up on that map control. Devotion even coming in here from Viper. It's still a way better army form. Nice flank formation there. Is going to be able to get all of the monks. But with some heavy losses, ooh, good conversions here from Barles. Gets a couple of those Fire Lancers. And it seems like this fight is more or less a wash. Both players lost all their monks. Viper had more units to start with. He still has more units to end with, but the ratio seems similar. Handcart coming in now for Barles. Alright, there's a market. No 4th TC yet for either player. And both are approaching the resources for a castle. Yeah, Barles is going to want hand cannoneers, halbs, bombard cannons most likely, and then see if you can make that big heavy cab switch. And also bombard towers. Always bombard towers. Alright, he was going to build the castle behind the walls. Chooses to go forward here. It would secure him an extra gold and stone, which is obviously quite important, especially when you don't have any relics. Although actually, he still could get some. I mean, it's taken Viper a long time to pick up these relics because Barles has done such a good job of sniping them. The monk wading through the foxes. Oh, Viper trying to go with the forward castle. Both players are ready to click up to Imp. Barles can do so right now, and he should. There we go. And it's almost the exact same Imp timing. No, Viper will get a forward castle. Siege Workshop coming in as well. Masonry. Oh, I love it when people get masonry more these days. Alright, more mining coming in, and some Coustelier are on the Cousteli way. And Viper going to come in with another aggressive castle here. He really, really wants to keep up the pressure. Which he absolutely should be doing as Ketons versus Burgundians. You don't want to just be playing defense with this, Bodkin coming in. A rocket card as well. Probably just in case of any potential rams. Honestly, neither player making a super clear unit investment so far. Is that a corgi complaint? I just heard a woof. Because I'm not eating my oatmeal fast enough. Well, more walls are necessary here. Those look incomplete, though. Still, Viper doesn't want to commit underneath the castle. Oh, the mounted trebuchets! And all of their mounted glory. Corgi starved? Yeah, seriously. More quick walls coming in. Okay, so it looks like Viper's going to be going for Fire Lancers. Easier to switch into than the Liao Dao. And of course, a little bit better versus Cavalry specifically. Now, mounted trebs are kind of a hard unit to make work, as Viper is learning the hard way. They're basically bad bombard cannons. Now, even an underwhelming bombard cannon that you don't need to get chemistry for can still be a very solid unit, and they are both faster and tankier. Wait, do they have this heavy siege? Oh, they do have the Hussite wagon armor. Why on earth do they have the Hussite wagon armor, man? Anyway, one castle goes down. This castle isn't down yet, although it's likely going to be going down. Fusilier going to be charging right back out. Racer is coming in. You do have chemistry. No hand cannons yet for some reason. Viper is indeed going to be going for the CA. So, yeah. My idea of Liao Dao plus Cav Archer plus Mounted Trebs basically just replace the Liao Dao with Fire Lancers, because that is all you can do based off of its timing, which makes a lot of sense. Still, that castle is going to go down. That Treb is likely going to go down. Trying to wall off the Fusilier with the Fire Lancers, and is successful at doing so. And, oh, the castle can take one more shot. Honestly, guys, Masonry is saving this castle, just saying. Anyway, this is basically a worst-case scenario here for Viper. He has no tech. Fire Lancers are poorly upgraded. Eco is significantly worse. Yeah, he has 4 relics, but that just doesn't matter. Barles still has access to both gold and stone. The fact that this castle is right here is actually a really big help, because he can secure these important resources. Yeah, now you're just going to go skirms and feel pretty crappy about it. Still no heavy Fire Lancer. Or, wait a minute. It's Elite Fire Lancer, not Heavy Fire Lancer. Remember, late-game Cav Archers for Ketons are not that exciting. They're fully upgraded except for Bloodlines, but Bloodlines is a 33% HP increase. Obviously, it's pretty good. Oh, Treadmill Crane, baby.
What's up?
But yeah, range-shooted army here for Barles makes tons of sense. Get the meat shield, X-switch in time. Burgundians are a very powerful and straightforward civ. They are top tier on closed maps, and Barles is certainly showing us why. It's not that it's like he's getting a free win or anything, but his win condition is much more obvious. He had the good eco, his defense was solid, and it's just your decision-making flowchart, if that makes sense, is a lot more straightforward, which is why you see like the hamster players gravitate towards Burgundians. Vineyards coming in. Yeah, Viper was certainly on a timer. And I mean, you know, he knows he's probably cooked at this point, but you're just sort of playing it out. Like, it was a reasonably good timer. I don't think Ketons are like B-tier arena, but they're probably C-tier. I'd put Ketons in that family of arena civs with Chinese and Khmer, where you have a very strong eco, but you die really hard in late game to civs that have strong siege. And as you can see, Ketons are no exception. They're definitely better than Huns or Tatars, both of which are much slower than Ketons. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Viper was just kind of trying out Ketons.
Jarvis.
Now that the corgi has been fed, he is now grunting and making piggy sounds, as we call them, underneath my desk. It's tough. Anyway, I actually like the mounted trouts. I think they're a fun unit. They're not a meme unit like the flaming camels. Keaton's loss. I'd be more satisfied if they didn't lose to Burgundians. Last furnace coming in. I don't think Viper has Ordo Cav. Nope. The button. Curse you, Barles! For not wanting to throw the game away. Ording's coming in as well. I mean, Barles knows what he needs to do. Barles is a super good late game player. Honestly, Barles is probably like top 7, maybe, late game players, even if he's only like a top 12 player normally. And he is looking quite strong here in this game number 1. Of course, if there was a map where we'd expect Barles to be most competitive against Viper on, it would be Black Forest. And if not Black Forest Arena. Top 3 late game? That's pretty easy. I think it's, oh, in no particular order, Yo, Hera, ACCM. Oh, Viper doesn't GG! Oh my goodness, Viper literally went to the ACCM school of toxicity, guys. Remember, guys, it's just a best of 3. Like, this is a game that Viper could ill afford to lose if he would like to go to the finals and defend his title, because he won last week, I believe. Viper is indeed back. Alright, let's switch this up. And remember, the finals are today. Let's get those drafts. Let's get those drafts. There we go. Fish and Fish and Rocky Forest are the other 2 maps, so much, much more aggressive. I'm sorry, Gamer Legions, the Viper. Until you win a game, you're only getting the Viper. Yeah, Ketons were the last pick of Viper, but again, it's a best of 3. An RF player. He did win the last week's edition of this tournament. Yeah, I mean, if you have Cumans in the draft, I don't know why you're not just playing Cumans here. Unless you thought that Ketons matched up well against Burgundians, but I don't really see that. All right, game number 2, it will be Barles, 1 game away from his first Midweek Madness finals, I believe. I've casted at least some of every week. I'll have Barles in the purple here as the Mayans for the north. And to the south in the Schmello as the Jaras. It will be Viper. So it is 9-bill start. Are odd? They're not the hyper aggressive civs we typically associate. Well, I mean, Mayans kind of are. But Mayans are like the least aggressive of the American civs. In a game where you're likely to do a lot of Dark Age fighting, I prefer both Aztecs and Incas. That's not to say that Mayans are bad, they're just, you know, the most defensively oriented of the bunch, at least early on. Which is wild, because Mayans used to be one of the primo drush civs back in the day. But things change. Indeed, Gurjaras are vulnerable early on. Gurjaras like maps where it's aggressive in Feudal Age, but a long rush distance. This is not that. And Mayans are still a good drush civ. Actually, were Incas and Aztecs banned? Yeah, Aztecs were admin banned, and Incas were player banned. Okay, so you get your third choice of American civ.
Tabish?
This is like, how's your Italian? I'm third best. But I don't speak Italian. That's why I said third best. Hello, Hans. Alright, Feudal Age coming in here for Barles, so not going to opt for the drush. Gurjaras would be very strange if they did drush. They're just not really a drushing civ. You really want to get that mill down as fast as you can, and that just kind of delays your lumber camp timing, which then delays your barracks timing. Would it be a sicko move of me if I were to say that I think I would be interested in seeing a version of Rocky Forest that didn't have the Rocky Forest? Again, it's like, the map is the same, except there just isn't the rocky terrain, so you can wall at the front. Is that the closed map sicko in me? You still need to fight for the middle pretty aggressively. Yeah, it's probably a sicko move. What's good for Gurjaras against extra HP Eagles? Chakram throwers. Absolutely. The race between Khrushchev and the American president, our great leader. What? We came in second to last. Oh no. Hello, Comic. Alright, barracks coming in. Viper probably just going to open up with some scoots. Barles just going to go with a straight archer opening. Gurjaras also have hand cannoneers with a food discount with shot Frias. Only 30 food for those bad boys. We here, I don't believe you. You're trying to psych me out. Well, Viper gets the easy kill there. Remember, 5 attack now for those camel scouts. They're very good. They do indeed. Cameling across the map. Viper only allowed to play civs with camel-based unique units. How camels smell? Don't think that's it. Although they probably wouldn't be a fan. Not ever being around livestock like that. Probably would hate the smell. Not that they'd be scared of it, but they would probably just find it unpleasant. Camel pox? I wasn't aware that was a thing. Alright, tower coming in.
Namaste.
Whoa. Okay. You're gonna have to rewatch it after the nap.
Tabish?
Always fair. Did I block Hassan? No.
Ashike?
I just don't answer most of his questions because they are irrelevant.
Ashike.
Namaste.
Doctor? Well, yeah, best of luck.
Huh.
TLC? Okay, that makes more sense. Like, oh man, you got a new doctor? Oh boy. Well, I mean, you gotta be careful there. But yes. Although, honestly, I was thinking when I was playing El Cid the other day, it's like that Jeremy Clarkson meme where he's like with the new car and the old car. It's like, this is brilliant, but I love this. And to me, that's, you know, playing the AOC campaigns instead of the fancy new DLC. Anyway, Barles with a little bit of idle time. Both sims do have strong early game bonuses to resource collection, but no real mid-game eco bonus. And Gurjaras have the military bonus that is most like an eco bonus in late game. Like, Kshatriyas, by my own definition, like, is a military bonus. Because it doesn't help your economy to do anything other than just make military units. It's just, it's such a broad military bonus that it applies to almost everything you make. The job search going quite horribly. Barely applied to anything. I've only been occasionally looking for jobs and haven't found anything, so it's been rough. The old Ornlu's been having a rough go of things these days.
Tabish? Ashike. Namaste.
Hello, Hassan. Also, we got our nice little cyclone-looking farm placement here from Viper. Or, I'm sorry, Viper. Professional caster? I am a professional caster. I'm also searching for a job. Because Ornlu would like to be able to move out of his parents' house at this point in his life. I'm in Chicago or DC. I am in Chicago right now, but I'm mostly looking for jobs in DC, where I went to university. Able coming in. Oklahoma State? Oh, what did Oklahoma State do? Horse collar, gold mining upgrade coming in. We're just rounding that out. Castle Lake is on the way for Barles as well, but slower than for Viper. Gundy. Is that their football head coach? Are expensive? Yes, they are. Oh, rip. Well, I thought Oklahoma University was doing very well. I haven't heard anything about OSU. But I don't really follow college football, considering my college didn't have a football team. I mean, technically, my college was a basketball college, but I think the highest we ever got was round of 32 in March Madness. Ironcaster. Always could be the Ironcaster. Will I be promoting the new Chronicles? Yeah. I mean, in the sense that I will probably get early access to it and do videos on it. Decades? Oof. Big oof. All right. in the kitchen recently? Yeah, I made some laksa the other day that turned out very, very well. 6 million a year coach. Yep. For those who don't know, in America, the highest paid public employee is usually the football or basketball head coach at one of the flagship state universities. Also, I'm going to be making some peposo for my friends this weekend when I visit them. Right now, we have a Viper. He's trying to get a second TC, but look at this. Barles is actually going to try pushing on the outside. Not something we see all that often. But you could certainly make the argument that this is the more undefended side of Viper's base. I assume he... Yep. Hopefully we're all good. I don't see any villagers coming... Oh, there it is. Expendable. Yep.
Namaste.
Oh, run away with the pig and the goose! Yeah, the Shravamsha Riders aren't really going to be performing very well versus Eagles. You can see that in terms of raw stats, it's pretty comparable. Just same HP and one more attack for the Shravamsha Rider, who also attacks slightly faster, but Eagles get 3 bonus damage versus them.
Agya.
Picked a bit more, yeah, because they got triple buffed in the most recent patch, so they're very, very good. But yeah, sports attendance brings in an enormous amount of money for the universities. And especially good sports programs bring in a ton of the top athletes who bring in a ton of money for universities. Alright, university coming in here for Viper. Not sure why. Okay, he's gonna try and go for a third TC, but the Eagles are literally right there, and so is the Mangonel. Uh-oh. Olympic gold? Yeah. I mean, the most prestigious basketball tournament by far is still the NBA. Crazy to me? It's because they're not college kids. They're basically, I mean, these days they're much more just like minor league athletes. Egos? Oh yeah, that's a huge thing. Again, they're basically minor league athletes who just nominally attend college classes. They barely count as students anymore, especially because they jump from university to university wherever they're going to get more playing time or NIL money, which is basically like endorsement money. It's how college athletes make money. Yeah, they used to not be able to make any money at all, even though they brought in literally millions of revenue. At least, especially the football program and basketball programs. Basically, what they're studying, basically, but they try and at least make it seem like they are actual students. But yes, the NIL stuff is only within the past few years. University thing. But in America, it makes way more sense to bring them through the universities because the universities have the infrastructure to get people that semi-professional experience. And they have the money because people want to see, like, again, it's all about the alma mater money. Right? So you don't really, there's no other way a minor league could actually bring in the revenue that a university does, because you would want to see their local minor league team instead of their, you know, former alma mater, and that is just absolutely brutal. HGG. No repeat for Viper. Barles kind of crushing him.
Huh. आज्ञा
Shot it. Tabish.
I mean, that was Viper expanding in the exact wrong direction. He did not anticipate Barles pushing from there, and Viper was wholly unprepared
Shot
to
it.
deal with the Eagle Warrior play in the mid game,
तैयार
She get. Shot it.
which is something that Gurjaras don't love dealing with. No knights, and you definitely don't want to go swordsman if you don't have to. And so, Barles going to absolutely cruise his way to the Grand Finals, where he will face one of ACCM and someone else. I don't remember who the other player is. Oh, of course, Lewis. Yeah, Barles almost lost to Husiel. Almost lost to Kingstone. And then he just swept Viper. It's the life of Viper these days. Winning Sudden Disaster? Oh, I'm sure. He did play very well in Sudden Disaster, though. Alright, let's check the Discord server. Alright, so I don't have anything right now about the next series. I think this, certainly. I will ask, when is the next series? It is not listed on the announcement. Hashtag blame Robo. Which window? I use Windows 10. Although I think you have to switch to Windows 11 soon. I think they're stopping support for Windows 10. Ugh. Yep. Didn't install rip. All right, so don't see anything yet. So, Geoguessr time. I'm going to get some more coffee first, though. All right. Do we have anything useful yet? We have nothing useful. A tablet? I think because Windows 8 was designed for tablets. Okay, that's Polish. If that's not Polish, I am a flamingo. And let me tell ya, I ain't no flamingo. Alright. 73 east to Warsaw. Piotr Trib in Opatau. See if I can find 73. There's 70. East, but I'm going east. Unless it means, like, turn left there, in which case I'd be going south to Warsaw. I just don't know any of these other cities. I know, like, 4 cities in Poland. Actually, it might be 5. Oh, there's Piotrkow. $75, $78. 72. And running out of time. Okay, we're just a bit further to the southeast. Ah, yes, Kielce. Kielce is famous for its geological reserves where you can spot exposed Devonian-era limestone and coral fossils that are around 360 million years old. Learning. All right, suburbia somewhere. The hedges and brick houses make me think of the UK, although that's not necessarily the case. I mean, it looks like we're driving on the right side of the road, which would mean not UK. France, I guess? Ah, Belgium. But the roads look like they're such good quality. Okay, so we're in Wallonia somewhere. With the scorn it deserves. Of course. Okay, Charleroi. N5. Wallonia. Here's the N5. Oh, it was in the other direction. Whatever. Waterloo! Oh, we're actually in Waterloo. It is best known as the site of the Battle of Waterloo in 1815, where Napoleon Bonaparte was defeated by the Duke of Wellington and the Prussian forces under Blücher. Alright, looks like they have started the map draft. Good, good. Farmlands Cooperative. Oh, a palm tree and mountains. I mean, this could be the American Southwest. Like, New Mexico, Arizona. It's a little green, though. Could be California. Unfortunately, not a part of the country I'm, like, super familiar with. Wait, we're driving on the left side of the road. Never mind. Never mind. We're in one of those communist countries. Yeah, I don't think anybody has ever liked OneDrive. So we're probably in Australia. Holiday Park. 100 meters to the left. Oh my goodness, it's so Anglosphere. Pulse Energy Recreation Center with an RE and pool complex. Alright, one pleaser, where the heck are we in Australia? Australia is a small country. It only has like what, 20-some million people? It must be a pretty small country. Yeah, I mean, I'll switch over to Windows 11 when they make me switch over to Windows 11. Yeah, West Coast. Let's split the difference. Haratha. It's the Canada of Australia. The Buller River, one of the country's longest at 110 miles, flows through Westport before reaching the Tasman Sea. I wonder what one of the biggest, like, if you're not sure between Australia and New Zealand, I wonder what would be a good giveaway that it's one or the other. If it's more mountainous, I tend to think of New Zealand. As, although Australia has some mountains, they typically aren't, like, in green areas. Whatever. Perros y gatos. I remember the Windows XP screensaver. Like the geometric shape that would like bounce everywhere and like go from like change shape and whatever. I remember that. Yeah, the screensaver. And of course the Windows XP background, which is the background for like everything in AoE 2. Or no, that's Windows 98, my bad. I don't know, somewhere LatAm. Ah, Cusco. Booyah! Cusco once served as the capital of the Inca Empire, making it one of the most historically significant cities in South America. Oh, we best barely can't get to our 20,000 benchmark because we frickin' New Zealand. Wamurumit. And I don't know enough about sub-Saharan African languages. The most affordable network. Obviously, Anglo sub-Saharan Africa. It looks pretty dry, which would make me think northern Nigeria. But I also don't see people... only see men here. Where are them ladies at? Okay. Yeah, I think that it isn't a Muslim area. It said Kenya? Oh, okay. Yeah. And Times Butchery. Yeah, if you didn't know, a lot of sub-Saharan Africa is like extremely religious. At least the Christians are. I mean, the Muslims are too. Alright, I don't know. When it's Kenya, it's always outside Nairobi. Called it! Wanguru thrives on rice cultivation supported by the Mwea irrigation scheme. This vast project covers thousands of hectares and supplies a large share of rice eaten across Kenya. I assume this likely reservoir has a lot to do with that. Well, honestly, other than the Australia-New Zealand debacle, we did very well. We did Cusco, we did Belgium, we did Poland pretty well, we did Kenya well. Good stuff. Whoops. Going to be starting with Ring of Reeds by the looks of things. With Lookout and Comir as the next two maps. All right, so if we're starting on Ring of Reeds, this feels like an opportune time for Khmer or Burmese for Lewis, and for ACCM Bengalis or Burgundians. Also, I got a Mr. Matthew Soriano and guest. I got a letter. Lewis tournament victories. The man cannot lose. Kindly reply by the 18th of October on their wedding website Dodge. Also fancy like. Look at this, it's just like multiple things with a little felt ad. The broccoli-haired lad, oh my goodness. Broccoli hair and spirit. It's pretty close to broccoli hair. Oh, they started 3 minutes ago. I am really good at this. What broccoli hair is? Look at Lewis's haircut. It's popular with the Zoomers. All right. Same sides, yeah. But like even not naturally curly-haired people get it. Like people perm their hair so that they can do the broccoli haircut.
Bonjour.
Hello, Abdullah. Alrighty, so ACCM going to be here in the Cyan as the Burgundians to the northwest of the map. And to the southeast in the red as the Burgundians, it's the #1 AoE player in the world, Lewis. Literally #1. It's hardly the worst. It's better than when I and many of you were growing up when it was the emo Bieber hair. I looked really bad in it.
Okay. Hey.
Yeah, it wasn't the greatest. The Justin Bieber, Zac Efron look.
Vosotros?
Alright, so.
Bonjour.
Was bad enough, yeah. It's never a good haircut, is it? Anyway, 20 pop here for ACCM. He already has double BitX. Lewis, meanwhile, Burmese here. Emo Bieber haircut for a while? I did. Those were dark days. I also used to wear skinny jeans, which look horrible on me because I have very thick legs. Again, those were dark days. Alright. Mining camp coming in nice and early here for ACCM. He's got a dock at the back. And could be looking to do something aggressive here. Lewis cooking up a couple villagers later. He just has the mill here.
Bonjour. Ta.
All right.
Vosotros? Ta.
Bonjour.
Barracks coming in. No barracks yet here for Lewis.
Okay.
Surely you can't... you can actually totally 22 pop FC these days. And Accutane? What is Accutane? Accutane was like the anti-acne medication I was on. Also, I had the proper Zillennial look, had all the American Eagle and Hollister and Aeropostale stuff. Was on it? Ah, yeah. Well, I actually was only in my 20s. Yep.
Bonjour.
Yep.
Bonjour.
Oh, towers incoming. You have the barracks, and here's the Flemish militia even. And Lewis is trying to FC this.
Okay.
From Costco, probably better for you in the long run. And like, because we had gym every day, and people wouldn't shower after gym, like, I mean, I just imagine, like, all of our clothes would have just been reeking with teenage ickiness very quickly. Anyway, tower coming in. Lewis is on his way up. Going to be going for Siege and Monks, of course, with the Burmese, which is totally fine. I don't really see Lewis taking any sort of astronomical damage here. He'll have to relocate the lumber camp. It's not ideal, but he should be totally fine. ACCM meeting a few arrows there. I do think it's interesting because ACCM knows he could have towered the wood line or the gold mine. Oh, nice snag here. I'd be curious to know why you towered the wood line. You'd think that Wouldn't denying the gold be more valuable? Maybe not with the market. I don't know. In school, you basically set up. Well, I mean, it's good because you want to encourage people to stay active, and I think it's also good for kids and teenagers to let some energy out like that.
Hey.
But obviously, you need to stay active afterwards.
Okay.
And of course, it would, in part, cover up bad eating habits. But I mean, what kid doesn't have bad eating habits? No, I'm actually really glad I had gym. Again, it's good for kids and teenagers to run around and let energy out. Well, I think the idea is that you don't stop exercising. And I mean, like, going to the gym and stuff was very popular even, you know, when I started going to college. That was only in 2015, so that was at least fairly recently, all things considered. It was only a decade ago! Alright, Lewis with 0 vills on food right now. Farragelli at the back is nice. After school? I did a lot of intensive walking and walked a lot around DC. But my diet to keep myself healthy in college was a combination of just lack of eating and lack of eating well and antidepressants and an enormous amount of stress. No, that makes it sound dumb. I walked several miles every day, carrying a heavy backpack and stuff. So I mean, I definitely got my steps in. But no, definitely not as important as the antidepressants and the crippling stress. Anyway, Mangonel's already going to force down the watchtower. ACCM is himself on the way up to Castle Age, but what's interesting is that he hasn't taken any stone yet. I think only a little bit from the middle.
Hey.
I mean, he still has 2 minutes. He's going to need to defend. There is a demo raft incoming. Gotta be careful, Lewis. Enemy Predator missile inbound. He should be fine. Yeah, nicely done. Counter fire galley coming in. Actually, no, that's a converted fire galley. Oh, geez, that's rough, Bajalito. Yeah, honestly, I wasn't really prepared for college when I left to go to college. What's that, normal measurements? I don't know, 60, 65 kilograms? Yeah, and 187 centimeters. Up. Converted market there. Like, I'm what is it? I'm 183 centimeters and like 215 pounds. But I'm a chonky human. And that's my weight when I work out a lot, which is what I've been doing. It's actually, oh, you guys are lanky. Yeah, I'm basically a human rectangle. 90 kilograms? I'm sure that's much healthier. Anyway, more light cap coming in, but I mean, this is always the worry whenever you go for a crush on this map, is that if someone goes for a really fast castle, you could find yourself stuck without any ways to deal with the monk siege bush. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Oh, never mind. The game is already over. I freaking love this. Lewis takes game number 1 once again, proving that he's the best AoE 2 player. I hope you liked my song, guys. To know Smushes, you know it's all about adaptation. Oh jeez, why am I even streaming, man? 37 viewers on Twitch, yikes. Wait, I thought there wasn't any hyper random until later today. Yeah, I didn't see anything on Wikipedia until... yeah, an hour and a half from now. Good game versus Miguel. Just Fire versus Dweedy? I guess it is. Work meeting, Ripperino. My gut? Same. No sieves. Alright, Komir is next. Isn't it wild though? Like right before DE came out, I would be on like 70 viewers when I would be casting. Like 70 to 100, and T90 would be on like 1,000 to 1,500. And now it's like, with DE it was like huge. Now it's like settling back down again to what it was beforehand. But yeah, like there was a while after college I didn't work out at all, and it was very unhealthy. I highly recommend staying active. Good for your physical and mental health. Alrighty, game numero dos. Gonna be on Komir. We'll have Lewis in the red to the north as the Japanese, and ACCM to the south in the cyan as Uncle C-Tom. Yep. You know, it's wild that there's like all of this stuff out there that's like, oh, you know, lose weight with these simple steps. Or it's like, oh, all this stuff that's like trying to trick, you know, your system or whatever to lose weight when it's really just diet and exercise. It's very simple. Unless you have like some sort of compounding disease or ailment, of course, but it's hard, right? I mean, I'm far from perfect, and I'd still like to be in much better shape than I am, but it's not anything complicated. I mean, the biological processes are very complicated, but what you should do to be in shape is not. But of course, like, eating well and exercising constantly are both very difficult things, especially when we basically all live in a super high-stress environment. People spend most of their days just sitting around working, and then are usually very tired, making it difficult to exercise. People often don't have time to cook, or again, they're stressed and want easily available foods, which are generally quite unhealthy. Again, I'm not above all this. It's just unfortunate. Walking on a treadmill? I mean, I'd have to get like a completely different desk to do that. But I actually work out very consistently recently. I'm actually very proud of myself for doing that. Same shape than us. Yeah, obviously everyone's body chemistry is a lot different. So some people naturally have much faster metabolisms than others, which is probably much less good in, you know, ye old hunter-gatherer days when you just need more food to, you know, survive, but is much, much better in the modern days when, you know, we don't, we're nowhere near as active, and we have a far greater abundance of calories available to us. But I mean, it's not really something I can do. Because, one, I don't have a treadmill, and two, I don't have a desk that would support it. But I would, yeah, certainly. One meal per day? Yeah, obviously, when you get older, you can... Your metabolism slows down. But yeah, obviously having home-cooked meals helps, so long as those home-cooked meals don't involve significant amounts of butter. Anyway, ACCM's got a single militia. Lewis has more. Okay, there's a second militia out. ACCM hits feudal age first. Still is waiting for the third militia to come over, though, and Lewis obviously sees this coming. Everything they eat, yep. Uncle seen it coming, Tom. Exactly. Anyway, villagers are here as well. Men-at-arm upgrade is coming in. Of course, the Japanese infantry is going to be superior in actual combat. The numbers are better here for ACCM. Likely going to need to see a defensive tower forced out. And I think he's expanding his walls so that he can do just that. Nope, not yet. Archery range incoming. Men-at-arm almost in for Lewis. Ungar Sitam. Alright, the bill's coming forward here. This is just a lot more stuff for Lewis. ACCM wisely not taking the fight, but it also means that his villagers are idle. Lewis is well ahead in resources already. Of course, he has Japanese fishing ships on top of it, of which he has 4 right now, as opposed to the 2 fishing ships of ACCM. So, I mean, the onus is still on ACCM to make something happen.
உங்கள் சித்தம் என்ன கட்டளை
என்ன கட்டளை?
சரி என்ன கட்டளை
All right.
சரி
Man at arms coming around. Those quick balls. Okay, yeah. It was a matter of if Lewis was paying attention or not, which he was. Where's the transport ship? Transport ship is back at home, actually, so not even able to walk right around, which is going to give plenty of time for these units of Lewis to wander on over.
சரி
Yeah. ACCM 2 villagers lost already. Lewis, none. N-U-N.
உங்கள் சித்தம்
Whoa, what's all this? ACCM still has enough stone for a
என்ன
tower. He
கட்டளை
never built
உங்கள்
one.
சித்தம்
Lewis has 2 lumber camps, though. He seems relatively safe. Lewis still has plenty of vills near the TC as well. I was actually just going to mill those shorefish. Remember, 3 shorefish is actually about as much food as the 5 forage bushes, rather, that you start with.
என்ன கட்டளை சரி
It's still a bit tricky here for Lewis, but yeah, he's fine. He's fine.
உங்கள் சித்தம்
Don't really see a way ACCM is going to be doing anything at this point. I mean, both games have been ACCM going for the more aggressive play and Lewis just defending it.
Sorry.
I mean, this is going to be an easy cleanup here from Lewis.
சரி
Oh wait, I thought he had fletching. Maybe ACCM can make this work, but still, he just has to get so much done here.
என்ன கட்டளை
And it's still just those 4 fishing ships working for Lewis, giving him so much value over time. A singer? Oh, I'm a great singer. That's me, alright. Oh, there's only 1 vill underneath the TC. New Lewis Overlords. Get ready, the broccoli haircut's coming for you.
என்ன கட்டளை
Oh, geez, Lewis is on the way up to Castle Age. This is gonna be Ogre. Viper and ACCM losing in the semifinals, man. Changing of the guard.
சரி
Viper lost to Barles. 2-0.
என்ன கட்டளை
Nada.
சரி உங்கள் சித்தம் என்ன கட்டளை
Oh boy. I mean... this does not feel like it's going anywhere good for ACCM.
உங்கள் சித்தம்
ACCM selling stone. I mean, Lewis is even mining a lot of stone himself. Good repairs there on the fire galleys. He was going to try and trap his opponent again. Note that Lewis even skipped fletching.
சரி உங்கள் சித்தம் ஹோ, என்ன கட்டளை உங்கள் சித்தம் சரி
Eh?
உங்கள் சித்தம் என்ன கட்டளை சரி
Nightbot doing self-promo? I don't think Nightbot is actually saying check out Nightbot. Warg Alley on the way here for Lewis.
என்ன கட்டளை
I mean, maybe you get a Vil kill, but it's nothing too exciting. Tier lists? I think it's been a little while since I've done. I did the Civ, or I did the unique unit tier list a little while ago, but that was about it. I really try not to spam the channel with them because they can get old very fast. Alright, gonna try and drag the fire ships into the demo raft, but you're still looking at a feudal age work. Never mind. Anyway, Lewis should be able to spread out here. Nicely done. Happy Castle Age ACCM, I still have no idea where you're going in this game. I guess War Galley's on the way. I mean, Lewis has just had his fishing ships working all game long. ACCM has steadily lost Vils here and there. Got more skirms coming in because Age of Skirms.
நான் தயார்
Sorry. Hey.
Feels like ACCM has been stuck.
என்ன கட்டளை நான் தயார் சரி என்ன கட்டளை சரி
சரி
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I mean, it's ACCM, right? He fights to the bitter end. But I'm just struggling to see where ACCM even can make a comeback happen in this game.
என்ன கட்டளை
Doesn't even have Bodkin for the skirmishers. I mean, this is annoying, to be fair. But he still has so much work to do. I mean, he could kill 10 Vils, and he'd still be, you know, behind the 1,400 units, 1,400 resources. More skirm? Always more skirm.
என்ன கட்டளை சரி
A LAN? What do you mean?
Yeah.
என்ன கட்டளை
4 fire ships out means 13 fire ships to 4 in favor of Lewis. It's kind of weird because the scores aren't actually all that different, but in practice, it's not even close. Transport ship's also going to get sunk here. Never mind. Monastery coming in for ACCM. It's just he's behind in every way. Humir is basically an aggressive hybrid map. Even though it looks like a full water map, in practice, because you start with the transport ship and you have such a close rush distance, it plays out like an aggressive hybrid
என்ன
map.
கட்டளை
A +1 defense is honestly kind of a must here for Lewis, but he's picking it up.
சரி
And here's a castle. Could have been more forward, but it really doesn't matter that much. ACCM's at 20 dead bills now. 19. And GG, well played. Really wasn't much to it. ACCM fell irrevocably far behind very, very fast. Lewis will be going to the Grand Finals. And we blazed through 4 games. Yeah, unless E90 and Dave are going off right now, which I don't think they are, right? Because there's still more stuff happening in a little bit. Yeah, there's still a good game versus Miguel happening in a little bit. Oh, there's actually plenty of stuff happening later on. Yeah, I guess it's just not worth me casting again, unfortunately. So I'm gonna head off, guys. I'm sorry. It's just been kind of rough this week. I'll try again tomorrow, though. Thank you for watching, everybody.